You can feel it, right? The whole world of work is changing, and it's changing fast. I mean, the job you have today, it could look totally different in just a couple of years. So what's really going on? What does it mean for you? Well, that's what we're going to break down. We're going to look at the forecast for 2030 using some pretty solid data from the World Economic Forum to get a clear picture of what's ahead.
All right, let's just jump right into the big, scary number first. By 2030, we're looking at a projection of 92 million jobs being, well, displaced. Yeah, that sounds pretty alarming. And look, it is a huge shift, but, and this is a big but, that is only half of the story.
Because here's the other half of that story. During that exact same period, we're expecting to see about 170 million new jobs created. So you see what's happening? The key takeaway here isn't that jobs are just vanishing into thin air. No, it's that they're completely transforming.
And all of this leads to what a lot of experts are now calling the Great Job Reshuffle. It's a great term, actually. It's not about a total collapse. It's more like a massive reorganization. Think of it like this. Some old roles are fading into the background, while brand new ones are stepping right into the spotlight. So naturally, the million-dollar question is, which jobs are which? Okay, let's get into the part that probably has you a little on edge. Which jobs are actually on the decline? And look, the main driver here probably won't surprise you at all. It's automation. It's technology just getting smarter and better at doing all those routine, predictable things. So if you look at the list of jobs that are declining the fastest, you'll see a really clear pattern emerge. We're talking about roles like postal service clerks, bank tellers, data entry clerks. What do they all have in common? Well, they're built on repetitive, predictable tasks. And those are exactly the kinds of tasks that algorithms and machines are getting really, really good at. So to really boil it down, the shift looks something like this. We're moving away from jobs that are all about clerical work, data entry, and just repetitive stuff. And where are we moving to? Well, we're moving towards roles that need you to be an expert in technology, roles that are part of the green energy transition, and maybe most importantly, roles that rely on things that are uniquely human. Creative thinking, real human interaction. And this chart really shows you the engine driving that whole change. Look at this. By 2030, the percentage of tasks done only by humans is expected to fall to just about a third. Now hold on, that doesn't mean humans are becoming obsolete. Not at all. It just means our jobs are becoming more of a partnership with technology. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom, right? Let's flip the script and talk about the good news, all that opportunity. So where are these 170 million new jobs going to come from? Well, the answer might actually surprise you. It's way more diverse than you'd think. It really boils down to three huge areas of growth. First up, technology. Shocker, right? Roles like big data and AI specialists are just exploding. Second, the green transition. This is creating a huge demand for people like renewable energy engineers. And third, what's called the care economy is expanding like crazy. So we're seeing a growing need for nurses and personal care aides. But wait, here's a total curveball for you. When you picture the jobs of the future, you're probably thinking about people in lab coats or coders typing away, right? Well, get this. One of these single largest growing jobs in terms of pure numbers is expected to be farm workers. Seriously, it's a huge reminder that the future of work isn't just happening behind a screen. And that trend doesn't stop there. Other massive growth areas are in these essential, hands-on jobs. We're talking delivery drivers, construction workers, salespeople, even food processing workers. It really drives home the point that the future of work isn't just in some shiny office building. It's out on our roads, it's at construction sites, and yeah, it's on our farms. Okay, this brings us to what might be the single most important point of this whole thing. The conversation is changing. It's moving away from asking, what job title will I have, and shifting to, what skills do I need? And that's because skills are transferable. Job titles, not so much. So how do you actually prepare for a future like this? In a world where a specific job might be here today and gone tomorrow, your real security, your stability, it comes from building a set of core skills that are always in demand. And that's what we mean by core skills. The best way to think about them is like your own personal professional toolkit. They're these adaptable abilities that are super valuable whether you end up as an AI guru, a renewable energy engineer, or a top salesperson. It doesn't matter. They're the things that make you, well, human, and that's what makes you valuable. So, what are these new power skills we should be focusing on for 2030?
Well, number one is still analytical thinking. That's crucial. But right behind it are these deeply human traits that, frankly, machines just can't copy. We're talking about resilience, flexibility, and agility. In other words, the ability to bounce back when things get tough, to adapt to whatever comes your way, and to just keep learning as you go.
And listen, there is a real sense of urgency to this. Get your head around this number. Almost 40% of the skills you have right now could be transformed or even become outdated by 2030. That's huge. It means lifelong learning isn't just some corporate buzzword anymore. It's the only real strategy for staying in the game.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one big question. It's not really about the job you have today, it's about the skills you're building for tomorrow. You can forget about future-proofing a job title. That's a losing game. It's time to start future-proofing your skills. So the only question left is, are yours ready for 2030?